this is block number 6, and it's a strawberry basket block, and I did a whole quilt with some 1920s strawberry basket blocks that you can go back and look at, and I'll put a card up here so that you can find it easily. And I'm going to go ahead and do some of the quilting is going to be the same. I'm going to do the same up here in the square piecing up here, but I'm doing different things down here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a continuous curve, and hopefully this will go fairly quickly and easily. So I'm on stitch regulated mode, yes. Okay, there are probably 101 different ways to get around a block when you're doing continuous curve. So if you're comfortable with doing this and you know how to get around here without stopping and starting, then do that. I evidently can't do that. At least not today. So let's try. Let's go over here. And that's not where I wanted to start. Get that bobbing out. There we go. I want to start down here. I can usually get around this without stopping, but for some reason my brain is not fully engaged today, I guess. So okay, anyway, that's really not that important anyway. So anyway, there is the top. So that's half the block, so that's pretty good. Now in the background pieces here, I came up with a floral idea, but this does not fill it as well as I'd like, so I added a little bit extra over here, and it's kind of a mess because I drew directly on the fabric with air-soluble marker. So I'm going to have to ignore it and do my thing. But I'm going to go ahead and quilt this. Now I'm going to do these baskets pretty much the same as I did on that first quilt. I'm just going to do some straight lines because it's a busy print, and fancy quilting is going to show up real well there. So I'm going to stitch in the ditch around the base here, and then I'm going to come in to the center, and I'm going to go down Now I want to go to the halfway point, and right now I'm just going to judge where that is. Just going to, and I'm going to stitch in the ditch all the way across. So I'm going to back stitch a little bit, come over here to the center, and come down. Now I think on the original quilt I may have done, I don't know if I did more quilting or less. I did more. That's the quilt that is hanging up behind me in my intros and outros. That's this quilt that I'm talking about. So I'm looking at it from where I'm standing. Let me go all the way across here. And then I'm going to go straight up. And then go to the halfway point. Right there. Okay. And then I'm going to mimic the same thing here. So I'm just going to go from here to the corner. Meet that line of stitching there, and then go across and come down. Now I'm going to tie off. So that part is done, and I just need to do this over here. So let me get threads out of the way. Okay, let's see if I can follow what I've drawn in here. So I have a couple of tendrils, little loops, and then I have two leaves. I have a cabbage rose here and here, two more leaves, and then some more loops up here. So I think I'll adjust the camera and see if I can focus in a little bit better on here. So hang on just a minute. Okay, so now I'm closer with the camera, so hopefully this will help. So I'm going to do a tendril, a little curl, another curl, up and do a leaf, and back down, do a leaf over here. Now I'm going to do the cabbage rose. Little curl on the top, another petal, and come down a little ways and do another one over here. And this one I'll follow down, another leaf, leaf here, curl, 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 and one more. And tie off here. So I'm going to get my water bottle and spray this so we can see it, because right now it's just a mess. So this makes the ink show up really strong at first, but then it'll go away. Now this is air soluble, so if I let this sit long enough it would disappear. But I'm going to hurry it along a little bit and spray it with water. So you can see most of it has disappeared. This I drew over a couple of times with my pen, so it's going to take a little bit longer to disappear. But there you can see the design a little bit better. So I'm just going to try and do that same design over here. And I'm not going to wet this until after I quilt it, because I don't want to quilt on wet fabric. It's just not a real good idea. So let me adjust the camera again. Okay, so I'm going to try and just mirror this design here. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, I'm going to do some continuous curve around these pieces and put in a little cabbage rose, and then we'll do another cabbage rose in here. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links. And to keep up with my latest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.